great new cars at 4 new low prices for 1937, the Packard Motor Car Company and its distributors and dealers everywhere bring you the Packard Hour. With Johnny Green, his piano, and his orchestra. The comedy of Charles Butterworth, the singing of Conrad Thibault, Francia White, and Trudy Wood, and starring the screen's most versatile personality, Fred Astaire.
Oh, baby, what I couldn't do with plenty of money and you. In spite of the worry that money brings, just a little filthy lucre buys a lot of things, and I could take you to places you'd like to go. But outside of that, I've no use for dough. It's the root of all evil, of strife and upheaval. But I'm certain, honey, that life could be sunny with plenty of money and you. And I could take you to places you'd like to go. But outside of that, I've no use for dough. It's the root of all evil, of strife and upheaval. But I'm certain, honey, that life could be sunny with plenty of money and you.
Hey, Fred, I noticed that you and Johnny Green don't seem to be on very friendly terms tonight. Anything wrong?
No, Ken, no. Only if Johnny wants to be that kind of a host, it's all right with me. He makes me sick.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, I stayed over at Johnny's house last night, and I had the room right under Johnny's.
Yeah? What happened?
Well, at 4 o'clock in the morning, Johnny started stamping on the floor above me. Oh, it was awful.
Well, that must have made a terrible noise, Fred.
It did, Ken. Why, he made such a racket I could hardly hear myself roller skate. Well, really, I mean.
Well, maybe he's just a nervous type, Fred.
Well, I don't like to say it, Ken, but I believe he's a bit stingy, too.
Stingy? In what way, Fred?
Well, at breakfast, I only had 22 hotcakes, 4 fried eggs, 6 slices of ham, and 5 cups of coffee.
Oh, I see. That's all you had?
Yes. Why, Johnny kept staring at me so much I lost my appetite. And I actually got up from that table hungry, Ken.
Oh, gee, I should think you would.
Yeah, and he's so touchy about little things, too. Oh, he makes me sick. Just because I backed out of his garage without first opening the doors. But, you know, he pouted for an hour. He's a terrible host, Ken.
Well, he must be, Fred.
Well, Ken, do you know the last summer he invited me to his summer place for the weekend, and he made it so miserable I packed up and left after 6 months. I mean, I just something. Ken, well, he makes me sick.
Hello, Fred.
Oh, hello, John. I was just telling Ken Carpenter what a swell time I had at your house.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
Oh, I never had a better time of life, old pal.
I'm looking forward to your next visit, Fred. I hope it's soon.
Thanks, Johnny. I'd be delighted. Yes, I will.
And by the way, Fred, when you come, will you please bring back my towels? You know, it's a nuisance drying off with blotters.
Say, has anyone seen anything of Charlie Butterworth?
Oh, yes. He's still hot on the trail of his racehorse, Rasputin. He's even organized his own detective bureau.
Hey, what's all that racket?
Someone's breaking down the door.
Why, it's Charlie Treat 'em Rough Butterworth.
What's the idea of breaking down the door? It was open.
I know, but it's good practice.
Say, Charlie, where'd you get the police motorcycle sidecar?
Oh, the chief lent it to my partner to help track down Rasputin.
Your partner? You mean you've taken on an assistant?
Yes, haven't you met him? Operator X, meet Fred Astaire.
Shall I slap the cuffs on him?
No, not yet, Operator X.
Charlie, what's that funny hissing noise in the sidecar?
That's our roaster.
Roaster?
Sure, when things are dull, we sell peanuts.
Supposing you do capture the thief, Charlie, what'll you do with him?
Oh, I'll throw him in my own police station.
You have a police station of your own?
I saw it, Ken. Charlie took me through it.
Any good?
Good. It's sensational. Why, Ken, Charlie's police station is so swanky they shoot the rogues gallery pictures in Technicolor.
Yes, but only on bank nights, Fred.
Charlie, your assistant here doesn't look any too honest. Are you sure you can trust him?
Certainly, Fred. He has only one bad habit.
What's that?
He's a kleptomaniac. I'd advise you to place your watch in a safe place.
Thanks for the tip, Charlie. Why? My watch is gone.
Operator X, did you take Fred's watch?
How could I? I had my hands full of musical instruments.
Come now, Operator X. Let's not quibble. Give the watch back to Mr. Astaire.
All right, here it is.
I hope it still runs.
Oh, you'll find it runs much better without the jewels. They slow up the movement.
Say, Charlie, here's a clue. We've just received an anonymous note that a horse was seen at Francia White's house.
All right, Ken. We'll all go over and pay her a visit right after the next number. Oh, Johnny, give the boys a downbeat, will you?
Hey, they can't play, Fred. Someone stole their instruments.
Operator X, now shell out.
Oh, all right.
You forgot the flute.
One, two, button your shoe, put on your coat and hat. I play a game like that while I'm waiting for you. 3, 4, open the door, hurry for heaven's sake. I count each step you take while I'm waiting for you. 5, 6, my heart does tricks as I picture all your charms. 7, 8, you're at the gate and you walk into my arms. 9, 10, kiss me again, tell me you get a thrill, just as I hope you will while I'm waiting for you. My heart does tricks as I picture all your charms. 7, 8, you're at the gate and you walk into my arms. 9, 10, kiss me again. Tell me you get a thrill, just as I hope you will while I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. This looks like Francia White's house, Charlie.
Well, Fred Astaire and Charlie Butterworth. What a surprise. Come on in.
We heard that Rasputin was here, Francia, and we came over to look.
Isn't this the house that used to belong to Ted Herman, the producer?
Yes, Fred.
Ted Herman. They tell a very long, unfunny story about that fellow. Would you not care to hear it?
No, thanks, Charlie.
Charlie, if you don't mind, will you use some other chair? That one's an antique.
What's an antique?
Oh, an old piece of furniture that goes back to a period or person.
Oh, we have one in our house, too.
I didn't know you were a collector, Charlie. What period or person?
Well, after a 30-day period, it goes back to Berman, the furniture man.
Oh, by the way, are you hungry? Would you care for a sandwich?
Don't mind if we do. Say, these are good.
I should say they are. Did you slice the meat yourself, Francia?
Yes.
You almost missed it. Oh, you're laughing, eh? Well, you can laugh, Fred. They laughed at Edison, too. They laugh at all us creative geniuses.
Creative geniuses? I suppose you're a chemist or something.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I am. They laughed when I started to make TNT, but when I dropped it, they exploded. Pardon me, but that's too funny. Pardon me, but that's too funny.
As we leave Francia White's house, she makes our trip back to the studio memorable by singing that bright and unusual soprano solo from Jerry Kern's score for I Dream Too Much. Jockey on the Carousel.
If you wanna tell you to tell when I would cry. It was my lullaby.
Mademoiselle, we are all enchanted. We'd gladly cry for a year if only to hear the story that your mama used to tell. And we will cry until you tell us what befell. Now what about the jockey on the carousel?
He was so happy. Little his child on a property there was a dancer, beautiful and very, very proud. She was as dainty as a fluffy little cloud. Her toe, just so, was pointed to the crowd. Of course, though the jockey beat on his horse and rode away, he could not reach his love. He never saw her face.
If she resembled you, I'd be a jockey too.
He was sad, the poor little lad. His pony was exhausted from a chase that never got them any place.
Mademoiselle, if I may continue. This jockey wanted to bring his dancer a ring, and reaching for it, suddenly he fell. And as he fell, he kissed her slipper in farewell. He died for love, this jockey on the carousel. And that's the story that your mama used to tell.
It's sad but true. His poor heart broke in two. Now I write it and
And to the very end, little friend, you were splendid. On the
Time again for another galvanizing performance by our own man of 1,000 roles.
It seems that a certain Mr. Grange in a local hamlet had all his lights go out a few minutes ago.